Mission Control, the space pod has landed.
Hello, YouTubers. The space pod life size, say.
Ginger ale. We are going to install and review the Tech Spec Gripster tank grips for the Kawasaki Ninja 300. I have a 2013, so I'm going to install this. This is a tank protector here, and we have the side grips. And I got the thickest ones for review here. These are the thickest ones they make. Now, one of the complaints I've always had about the Ninja 300 tank is that the tank is very narrow. Now, this is a great thing for footing, but you may want to have a little bit wider tank with these pads in order to grip it. And the reason you grip a tank with your knees is so you can use your core muscles and take some weight off of your wrists, and you're able to ride longer, and you get a little bit more control. Maybe you can muscle the bike around a little bit better with your knees as you're hanging off or whatever. So these are super handy, and I've always wanted to try them. And finally, here is my chance. Look, there's a little tactile sensory hole right here, which sounds terrible, but there it is. There's a close-up, and it's got a really pleasing look to it. It's not overly stylized or cluttery. It looks pretty good. Obviously, these stick on your bike. These will go on either side of the tank, and this will go on the front of the tank where the rider, myself, makes contact with the bike so you don't scratch it all up. Keep your resale value high. And of course, these also protect your tank, so that's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to take these out of the package, and we're going to install them with my pivot heads. So I'll be back in a sec. Tech Spec. Tech Spec. Alright, let's open this sucker without cutting into the pad. That would be bad, Nicole. That would be bad. Looks like the instructions are right here. First thing we're going to do is wash the bike or wash the tank and get rid of any oils and such. Smells delish. Smells a whole lot like rubber. It's interesting. It's got a good smell to it. Really nice finish. It's actually very cool. It's a combination of grippy and yet it's not overly grippy, so it's actually pretty brilliant. Let's go ahead and cut this. Okay, cool. Left and right. We'll figure it out. Now we are going to clean the bike, okay? So what I recommend is microfiber. Get a clean microfiber towel like this. We're going to use Windex because that's going to get rid of all the... actually, I'm going to use this. Moto Pro I almost said space polish. Moto Pro spray polish from Cycle Gear. It's actually pretty awesome. It's pretty inexpensive. It's like, what, $4? It's really awesome. It's kind of like Plexus. Remember Plexus? But Plexus got stupidly expensive. Plexus is like $11 zillion a can. This stuff's still pretty cheap and it's really great. I use it to clean helmet windscreens or windshields as well. And there we go. Let's go ahead and clean the bike. So we're just going to clean the tank. Get anything off there that you don't want something stuck onto. Use straight line motions because it's much easier to deal with a scratch in a straight line than it is a swirl. And this I learned from Larry Kozilla of Ammo, and he's a professional detailer. He details $1 million cars, so he knows what's up, and that's where I learned it. Straight lines like this. And see how I'm spraying the towel? That prevents overspray. So that's actually generally the correct way to do it, depending on how big of an area you're doing. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. So these are the areas in question here that I'm going to cover. It also changes the look of your bike, but I think it changes it in a really, really awesome kind of way. Breaks it up nicely, and it's very functional. So I love that. I've been thinking about these for a while. And you know, if you're short of arm like myself, because you know I'm a short dude, I'm really on that tank. So tank protectors are kind of a must, and I really do like to grip my tank. So gonna let that dry for a spell. So let's go ahead and get these things ready. First we're going to do a test fit. Okay, so, you know, if you want to trigger OCD, then what you want to do is put on a tank pad, because tank pads are freaky. Like, it's tricky to get them all lined up. This is kind of a landing strip. No jokes! I could cut this and lower it, but I think I'm just going to leave the whole thing, and let's just see how it goes. There's an odd depression here, which may mix up our shape just a wee bit. I could put it like that. That might even make more sense, because this is where the bulk of your mass is. Okay, so that might be the way to go, like that. I think it looks better too. Go ahead and peel it. This is all very basic. You probably don't even need my help for this. We'll toss that for now. Okay, now OCD level 10. As we try to line this up, use this. Use the body sculpt as your guide. The sculpt within the tank, and just center it to that. That's good. I'm pretty happy with that. See, the negative space here is about the same. The spacing here is roughly the same. That's good. And just really burnish that down. Press it down. This will offer a lot of protection from your leather jacket, or your zipper won't be an issue, but on some jackets it will be. But this basically protects your bike, protects you from rubbing the paint dull. Okay, we're gonna let that set. We're gonna test fit the other stuff. Look at the sticker wall. It's really come a long way, huh? Let's go ahead and add Tech Spec. Because why not? Because Tech Spec is key, okay? Tech Spec is key. Let's see. Usually my company stickers are in a different spot. So there we go, right by Moto D. I hope you guys are friends, because you're going to be together for a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get ready to put these on. And then tomorrow I'm doing kind of a big ride, where I'm going to really thoroughly test these, and I'm going to give you a nice breakdown of what I think. I don't care what you think, Space Pod. Fine. Fine. Okay, well, this looks like this is where it goes, and go. So we're probably going to start here and then just let it, you know, fold into the contours. Or maybe we'll start here. Start here and then push this way. That probably works out. I got this handy mat from IKEA. I don't know what I bought it for, but it's been a really great garage mat. It's helpful to work below like this. So go ahead and do a test fit, figure out your strategy for how you're going to place it on there. This probably will be your starting contour. So that's probably how I'm going to attack it. This is a really sticky glue, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to start with this edge here and use my fingers as a guide. Look, you don't need to say that's what she said after everything, okay? Just feel it along like this, so you get a nice contour press, just like that. You don't want to just flap it down, because then it'll be too short. So you're putting this here and you're folding it into the contour. Feel like it's a sewing show. Okay, do the same for the other side, and then you'll be able to test it. Okay, and then we're going to let it sit overnight, of course, and let that glue really set and cure, whatever you want to call it. It's very easy, actually. It's a very easy install. Just start from here and fold it in nicely. Super easy. And just press everything in, and see right here, there's an area that isn't pressed in, so I'm going to really shove that in there. All right. Do that for the other side. Complete your install. Test it out. I'll test it out tomorrow. I'll be right back at you. Okay, got the Tech Spec installed. This is how it looks. This is the right side. Once again, started from this leading edge, pressed it in as I folded it out, really pressed it into the contours, fits perfectly. Tank protector, really nice simple shape, which I love. I don't like those really complicated tank protectors, which is why I haven't had one till now. And here's the left side, Tech Spec. This one I didn't apply as perfectly, but it is 95% there. I think it's good. I had to really press some of the middle part into the gap here. But the thing is, it does stretch, so that's good. Just really make sure you get these middle parts here. Press those in and press the edges. So overall, it looks really good, I think. Gives the bike it breaks up the white a little bit. Looks pretty cool, actually. And it feels really great. You know, it has gives the bike a more friendly feel, so that's kind of fun too. It's rubber there instead of just pure metal. Anyway, more tomorrow as I test. So let me talk about the new Tech Spec, the Tech Spec tank grips that I'm using. You saw me install them. I have the very thickest ones. And when I grip the tank, it feels really good. It's like a big old tank cushion. I mean, the tank is much wider, a good bit wider. I'd say an aggregate of about a ½ an inch wider total. And, you know, there's some peace of mind knowing I have a tank protector. And they feel really good. They're not moving around. Of course, you wouldn't expect them to. They are stuck down very well, and the glue is very strong. I imagine it's all weather protected and stuff. So far they feel really good. It's pretty easy to grip the tank, especially as you move up higher on the tank, because the tank does get wider, and of course you have the pad there. So far so good.